Well, I told you guys a while back that this was in works, and it looks like it's officially been filed. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Now, I don't remember the exact date, but I'm going to go back while I'm editing and find the thumbnail from whenever I actually discussed this being in the works. I had a conversation with SF Investigates whenever I first heard the rumor of the family actually suing Ryan, and he verified that there was at least a letter of intent and some documents and evidence that had been gathered, but nothing had officially been filed as of yet. Well, it looks like it was officially filed. Now, I got notice of this pretty late last night. Some of y'all might have seen my community post. Down the Rabbit Hole posted one page, and then Ickadmail posted a completely different page. And then whenever I was looking up the case number, it was sending me only to this like civil suit against a man and a business that he worked for. Because I was looking in California. But it actually turns out that they filed this in Tennessee, so I just wasn't looking in the right place. Now, I still had questions, and Down the Rabbit Hole actually sent me the link on Twitter, so shout out for her for getting me these documents. But I still wanted to go and verify where this was legally being posted at, what official website it was being posted on. And try as I might, I could not find it on Court Listener. I could not find it on Pacer. I tried it with the case number. I tried it with the title of the document. I tried it with Daniel's name. I tried it with the grandpa's name. I tried it with Ryan Upchurch's name. And there was just legit, like, no results whatsoever. And I could just not know how to use those websites. But I was copying and pasting directly from the case file in order to not make any mistakes in my search query, and still nothing. So finally, I did more of a generalized search for documents that were filed on a certain date, and it brought me to Tennessee's Middle District Court, and that's where I actually found, I'm going to go ahead and show you. I just went through all of the most recent cases and found that there were two in the Middle District Court. One was a criminal and one was a civil, so obviously that wasn't it. But whenever you click over here, nothing would pop up. So I actually ended up having to go into the actual filing system itself. And what it showed me was this. When I put Ryan's name in there, because whenever I put the case number in, it didn't show me anything either. But this is actually showing up in here. Robertson versus Upchurch, and it was filed on July the 28th, so just yesterday. But I want to go over the document itself with you guys because it's pretty wild. Now, I don't understand why there's no judge, no case number on here. And honestly, when I first looked at this, like if you look at it from like far away, it just looks like a toy. That was why I was like, okay, but is this legit? Because like the way certain things are like put in here, you see this? And the way that they have Zanime and Ickadmail's name, like I get it if that's like the font that they use. I don't know. It just looked really like not professional to me. And then I swear trafficking is spelt wrong right here. So that's why I had questions, guys. And it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. And I noticed that Ickadmail had something to say on Twitter about people asking questions because, oh, people will believe fake stuff all day, but when it comes to court documents, they want to think they're fake. Wouldn't you want us to ask for validation the same way that you would have expected people to ask Ryan Upchurch for validation when it came to all of the horrible things he said about you? Okay, so I'm going to ask my questions. So we're going to go ahead and go over this now. And I've looked at a couple of things, like I said, and it's wild. It's pretty wild. And it's 29 pages. Okay, I just really want to know what they're deeming worthy of being put in this document for this case. Because as far as I can tell, Ryan Upchurch is in the middle of a lot of different court cases right now. There's the stuff going on with his mom buying up a bunch of houses that he apparently didn't know about. And then I think there's like another civil suit. But Ryan Upchurch is also no newbie to creating or putting himself into chaos for self-promotion. People that used to work with Ryan have already come out and said a bunch of things. The same way that whenever Jared with AWP had all that situation get started, a bunch of people that used to work for Jared came out with a bunch of truths. So there's been a bunch of truths about Ryan. And you cannot just go around antagonizing things and saying the kind of ridiculous things that he was saying, just thinking because that you're semi-popular that you can just get away with it. I mean, isn't that kind of like the same thing that we're seeing in Carly Russell's case? Because she came from money and she's a privileged little brat. So she's getting 2 misdemeanors and a slap on the wrist and is probably going to be able to go on about her life. Well, same concept here. You can't just do certain things because you think you can. You can't. This is why this happens. This is why he's been in so many lawsuits and has been sued so many times. And he doesn't ever seem to learn his lesson, which is even worse because he has been told, he has been sued, he has been told to quit doing things, he has been sued in order for him to stop doing things, and he just finds something new to get into that's going to get him in trouble. Behavior changes need to most likely happen there. A little bit of growing up needs to happen there. Let's go ahead and go over this document, though. This diversity action arises from the defamatory and tortuous conduct of defendant Ryan Upchurch, as explained below. Ryan Upchurch is a media personality, musician, and prolific YouTuber who has approximately 3.1 million subscribers on YouTube as of the date of this filing. Upchurch began posting about the disappearance of Kiely Rodni, the granddaughter of plaintiff David Robertson and the daughter of plaintiff Daniel Rodni, after Kiely's disappearance in August of 2022 became a viral international news story. Now, I am finding it pretty interesting that the mom is not involved in this lawsuit. Where's Lindsay's name? Like, I get the stepdad not being part of it, but isn't this Lindsay's father? So where's Lindsay? Okay. There is an entire industry of true crime would-be sleuths posting all kinds of information on the internet. Yeah, and some of us have degrees, so that's okay. Upchurch had not previously participated in so-called true crime YouTube, but began to do so as the Kiely Rodni case became news. Kiely Rodni disappeared after a party near Tahoe National Forest on August 6, 2022. Now, you couldn't have just put the actual campground name in there. Come on now. In the weeks following her disappearance, numerous online posters began wildly speculating as to what really happened to Kiely Rodni. As it would ultimately turn out, Kiely died of drowning when her vehicle crashed into the Prosser Reservoir and became submerged below 14 feet of water. No foul play was suspected. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, they shouldn't even be putting this information in here because the investigation into how the vehicle got into the water is still an open investigation with CHP, and there was no physical signs of drowning in her autopsy. I don't care what anyone says. So they don't even need to be putting this information in here because it's honestly irrelevant. Even if the situation would have turned out differently, it wouldn't have changed the fact that Ryan Upchurch sat there screaming to the world that Kiely Rodni was not a real person. Okay? So they're going to do what they want to do, and this is just my opinion, but I have my strong beliefs in this Kiely Rodni situation. And that right there, I'm going to say is just a false statement. That's just me. Ryan Upchurch was a prominent figure in this wild speculation. After Kiely Rodni's body had been found, and after authorities had publicly stated that an autopsy had confirmed her identity, Upchurch uploaded several videos making outlandish claims, including that Kiely Rodni, Daniel Rodni, and David Robertson were not real, and that the entire tragic episode was a scam by Kiely's family to raise money on a GoFundMe website. Upchurch also published images of David Robertson and further published Daniel Rodni's former home address to his 3 million subscribers. Yeah, he just he literally doxed so many people during the Kiely Rodni case. Because remember, there was that Callie girl, and her entire life was picked apart because Upchurch tried to say that was actually Kiely Rodni. And so all kinds of people went after this chick, and she didn't even know Kiely. They weren't even at the same party that night. And I don't see that girl getting an apology. And honestly, I don't understand how there's not a lawsuit for that situation. And I've mentioned that before too. Mr. Upchurch has a loyal following of viewers who refer to themselves as the Creek Squad. Upchurch directed the Creek Squad to search for Kiely Rodni's vehicle and posted Google Earth images of Daniel Rodni's former home, falsely stating that he had found Kiely's car there. Yeah, I remember that. While generating hundreds of thousands of views on his videos relating to Kiely Rodni's disappearance, Upchurch promoted his own music, often uploading new music content between videos on the Kiely Rodni case. Daniel Rodni essentially went into hiding and made substantial investments in home security, surveillance cameras, etc. Several Creek Squad members made outlandish videos of their own. One self-admitted Creek Squad member named Julio made several videos under the moniker An All-American Cartel LLC. Oh, I remember that channel. I never liked that channel. Julio posted videos of the Lost Trail Lodge, a vacation resort operated by David Robinson. In one of these videos, Julio speculated that the Rodney Robertson family was performing child sacrifices at the lodge as part of a religious cult. Several Creek Squad members flooded the lodge's internet profiles with negative online reviews. The negative attention directed to David Robertson and his lodge caused him to suffer financial losses. David Robertson and Daniel Rodni have had experienced extreme emotional distress attributable to Upchurch's postings, compounding their already profound grief at the tragic loss of their granddaughter and daughter. This lawsuit seeks to hold Upchurch accountable for his tortuous actions and intentional misconduct as outlined below. Okay, jurisdiction and venue. Okay, I don't really care about any of this stuff. Suit is timely, pursuant to a tolling agreement agreed to all parties on February 13th. So this was something that they have been in talks with since February? I'm going to have to go back and look at some times of some things. Okay. Kiely Rodni's disappearance on August 6th of 22. Kiely Rodni disappeared on August 6th. Her disappearance became international news. On August 7th, a family of Kiely's mother, Lindsay Neiman, created I guess that was supposed to say a family member of Kiely's mother, Lindsay Neiman, created a GoFundMe page titled Support for the Family of Kiely Rodni. Plaintiffs David Robertson and Daniel Rodni are members of the family of Kiely Rodni. Upchurch posts his first video about Kiely Rodni on August 13th, 2022, and soon accuses fellow YouTubers of involvement in Kiely's death. Okay. This is where we're going to start jumping into the stuff about Ickadmel and that Ronnie guy. Y'all remember that crazy shit? Okay. Ryan Upchurch began posting about Kiely Rodni on YouTube August 13th. At this time, the whereabouts of Kiely Rodni were unknown. In these videos, Upchurch offered outlandish theories of the truth about what happened to Kiely. Upchurch initially theorized that a person named Ronnie, who was a caller to a YouTube show hosted by YouTuber Ickadmel, was a red herring and a made-up character. Now, I remember this because I, at first, was trying to figure out what exactly was happening. And before Ryan started accusing Ickadmel of all that crazy stuff that he started spewing everywhere, I remember making a video trying to help people understand what Ryan was trying to say about the Ronnie situation. But then he went nuts, and I started realizing how much stuff wrong and incorrect and just insane things were. And I ended up doing videos debunking stuff that Ryan Upchurch was coming out and claiming. So I remember listening to all of this from the very beginning, and I can literally remember when the switch happened. I remember the information that he came out with when I kind of had to take a step back and be like, okay, something's a little wrong with the way that he's doing this now. I remember this. I remember all of this. In a comment reply to this video, Red Flag Ronnie #2, a YouTube user posted, "Dude, be careful. You're going to get sued for slander for real." Upchurch replied to this user, "They can slander these nuts, LOL." And that is literally entered into the official case file. He is such an immature child. In a video posted on August 20th of 22, Upchurch falsely claimed that various other YouTube true crime would-be sleuths, including YouTube personalities Xana May and Ikadmel, were responsible for or somehow involved in the death of Kiely Rodni. And again, there's a word missing. What is up with all of these lawyers and official documents having misspellings and literal words missing out of their sentences? That just gets really on my nerves. In the video titled Exactly What I Think Happened to Kiely Rodni, Upchurch suggested that Xana May and Ikadmel were responsible for the disappearance of Kiely Rodni, stating, if you look at the timeline of Kiely being there, and look that misspelt freaking name, Ronnie's seeing that and her, Xana May, having a video. What is this even stating? Okay, if you look at the timeline of Kiely being there, Ronnie's seeing that and her having a video of the party. Isn't it possible that they took her, which is why no kids seen this? Ronnie's seeing that? I mean, this is just the grammar. The grammar is difficult. Okay. And if that's what happened, that would explain why Ikadmel, or Ikmel, because he misspelled that too, is acting crazy and being like, look, everyone, Ronnie's real. Okay. That was hard to read. Okay. The same day, August 20th, 2022, Upchurch loaded a different video, this time wildly speculated that Ikadmel was a sex trafficking code word. Why are they spelling it wrong? See, I'm telling you, that's what I looked at it and I was like, hold up. No, it's just a bunch of mistakes on legal documents. Ain't that beautiful? Kiely Rodni's body was discovered August 21st of 22. That day, authorities publicly confirmed that the body was more than likely Kiely Rodni and that an autopsy had been ordered to confirm the identity. Authorities confirmed the identity of Kiely Rodni on August 23rd. The Placer County, California Sheriff's Office posted the following statement to the sheriff's public Facebook page on August 23rd. Today, an autopsy was conducted on the deceased individual who was found in the Prosser Reservoir on Sunday, August 21st. The Nevada County Sheriff Coroner has identified the decedent as 16-year-old Kiely Rodni of Truckee. The Placer County Sheriff's Office and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office are in communication with Kiely's family and offer our deepest condolences to them during this extremely difficult time. This is an ongoing investigation and no other information is available at this time. The Placer County Sheriff's Office attached the below image to the Facebook post. The image reads, Identity of Kiely Rodni confirmed. She reminds me so much of my daughter. On August 22nd, Kiely Rodni's family released a public statement which was widely reported. In the statement, the family asked for privacy to grieve. Kindly excuse us as we retreat and dance privately to life's song while we celebrate our daughter's spirit and heal our souls. Yeah, I remember that speech. On August 22nd, the day after Kiely Rodni's body was found, Upchurch posted a video on which he appeared to express his condolences to Kiely's mom and Kiely's family and Kiely's friends. That is, upon information and belief, Upchurch was aware on August 22nd that the authorities had stated they had recovered a body that was more than likely Kiely Rodni. In the same video, Upchurch appeared to criticize other YouTubers for capitalizing on the Kiely Rodni case to promote themselves, which is exactly what he's doing and has done, because look at the next one. 2 days later, Upchurch uploaded a video promoting his own music. Now, see, if he would have had two separate channels, if he would have had a channel for just his music and then a channel for stuff like this that he just wants to dabble in and jump in and out of, that was more of like a personal hobby channel, then they probably couldn't say that he was using it for self-promotion, but he did it all under the exact same structure. So they got him there. After Kiely Rodni's body was found and her identity is confirmed, Upchurch publicly claimed Kiely Rodni is a bullshit person, her family is not real, and her death is a scam to raise money for GoFundMe, because yes, he really did say all of those things. On August 29th of 22, after Kiely Rodni's body had been found, and after authorities had confirmed Kiely's identity, and after Kiely's family had released a public statement, Upchurch uploaded a video titled Zero Proof of Kiely Rodni's Situation Being Real. In this video, Upchurch stated, everyone telling me I should be ashamed of myself, how dare you, and oh, this is faked, show me that it's real, show me proof of Kiely Rodni. Also in this video, Upchurch suggested the Kiely Rodni case was a scam to raise money through GoFundMe. Do you realize, and I'm guessing this is a quote, do you realize that you can be a millionaire on GoFundMe by catfishing people with internet deaths? You could do it fast as F. Look at the Kiely Rodni GoFundMe. It's made $63,000 in the past 7 days. That's one GoFundMe for Kiely Rodni. If you have 5 GoFundMes for each individual person that you catfish, fake a death with, all you need is 3 people. 3 people. 3 viral stories. You're a millionaire in 2 weeks. Now that might raise red flags. There might be discrepancies in you getting your money, but you see how I just said that and explained that? I wonder if he's done that, because he seems pretty sure on the little time frame it would take for all of this. That will be taken and interpreted by people who are in on the scheme, that are getting a cut of the money. I mean, why wouldn't they defend it? It's free money. It's free money that gets the heat off of you, because everyone's looking for a bullshit person that you made up. Because why? Because you pushed a car in the lake? Show me real proof of Kiely Rodni existing. And again, we have this not being spelled right. Show me anything that indicates this is real. You can't, because it ain't. It's a scam. I know that we are not being told the truth in Kiely's case. I can feel it with everything that I am, that something is being covered up here. Now, I think it's just a small town cover up. I think that something happened that was most likely an accident, and then they went to go try to cover up said accident. And that covering up of accident is what would cause these kids to get in trouble. And the covering up of the accident is what I think this small town is trying to protect these kids from. But that doesn't mean that the situation wasn't real. It doesn't mean that Kiely Rodni didn't exist. But I feel like maybe to a point, Lindsay was legit. But I think at some point, she was told the truth. And I think that's why she's not associated with this lawsuit. Because that would make her a liar and a hypocrite. And again, that's just my opinion and my thoughts based on what I'm remembering from this case. But I really do feel like it was a cover up to protect the people who tried to cover up the accident. And that she knows. It doesn't make it right. If I'm right, it doesn't make what's happening right. But it also doesn't make what Ryan Upchurch did to this entire situation right either. Because if Daniel, the father, and the grandfather are trying to get some sort of justification for what the family went through, the family is more than just Lindsay. So I'm still not disagreeing with him getting some sort of punishment for the way that he has behaved. But I also just feel in my bones that Lindsay knows the truth here. And that's why she's not associated with this lawsuit. This video had 246,835 views as of July 24th of 23. Kiely Rodni was a real person. On September 1st of 2022, Upchurch posted a video titled, "Found Another Picture of Kiely's CRV on Google Earth." This video was a phone screen recording of Upchurch performing internet searches relating to plaintiff Daniel Rodni. In this video, Upchurch searched for Kiely Rodni's dad, Daniel Rodni, and posted a phone number and address for Daniel Rodni, just straight up doxing someone. Upchurch also posted a Google Earth recording purporting to locate Daniel Rodni's home. Yeah, just doxing people left and right with no care. Upchurch zoomed into a pixelated image, which per the title of the video, he claimed was another picture of Kiely's CRV. The video has 146,000 views at the time of this filing. As a result of this video and the ensuing negative attention he received, Daniel Rodni essentially went into hiding and made substantial investments in home security. Okay, we read that. On September 3rd, Upchurch uploaded a video titled Kiely Rodni Random Access Memory. Okay, this is what I was just talking about with that Kiely girl. In this video, Upchurch stated, Kiely Rodni is not Kiely Rodni. Kiely Rodni is Callie Ross. Callie Ross's dad is fake. Kiely Rodni's grandpa. Yeah, I remember exactly. He was claiming that the father of Callie Ross on her social media was actually the grandfather of Kiely that we were seeing on the news. No. In this video, Upchurch posted photographs of plaintiff David Robertson with quotation marks around the phrases Kiely Rodni's grandpa and Kiely's grandpa. And there he is. And see the quotations meaning not true. This video had 241,000 views at the time of the filing. Also on September 3rd, Upchurch uploaded a YouTube short video titled Kiely Rodni is actually a woman named Callie Ross, video coming in an hour. And from I remember, Callie Ross was a minor, wasn't she? Still like 17 at the time this happened. I don't think she was an adult. In this video, Upchurch asserted that Kiely Rodni, Daniel Rodni, David Robertson, and Kiely Rodni's mother were not real. Specifically, Upchurch stated, I would not say this unless I was 100% confident. Kiely Rodni is not real. Her grandfather is not real. Her dad is not real. Her mom is not real. All the pictures and videos you're seeing of Kiely Rodni person are actually pictures and videos from someone else named Callie that are 5 to 7 years old. The video has 324,000 views at the time of the filing. Callie and Kiely looked nothing alike. Nothing alike. On September 7th of 22, Upchurch uploaded a video titled, Still No Pictures of Kiely Rodni at This Party. And okay, look, I know that is a huge issue because it is a huge issue for me. But that's why I go back to my thoughts that they're trying to cover up a cover up that happened by accident so that these kids don't get in trouble for covering up this accident. And if that's the case, then of course the entire town would know to delete things, to not show things. But I still don't understand how anything has not slipped through the cracks after all this time. Nothing, not a single thing, which I will admit is still super hella strange to me, but not strange enough to me to go to the links that Upchurch did. By any means. In this video, Upchurch stated, it's been like 4 days since I made an update video on the Kiely case. Man, the comments are just flooded with snotty-nosed effing idiots. When you gonna give that apology? When you gonna give that apology? Never. There you go. Does that make you happy? Probably not. You're probably effing tearing up your whole room right now, and I don't care. I still think the exact same thing. I don't know why everyone's in the comments being like, why'd you change your story again? No, it's the same story. I still think it's bullshit. I'm not buying it, just not. In this video, Upchurch again directly referred to plaintiff David Robertson stating, the grandpa, why is the grandpa on Facebook and YouTube telling people in the comments, leave me alone? What? I don't know. Maybe because the grandpa wants to be left the hell alone? The video has 122,000 views at the time of this filing. Upchurch continued to post about the Kiely Rodni case as late as December of 22nd of 22 when he uploaded a video titled Kiely Rodni Only Logic Part 1. In this video, Upchurch stated, let's be honest with ourselves. At this point in the video, there is nothing to lead me to believe that this person is real. The Kiely Rodni person, there is nothing that shows me she's real yet. In this video, Upchurch also reiterated his theory that Kiely Rodni was a girl named Callie Ross. And I know that this girl, she has come out and spoke, but I believe it was just an article. I'm going to have to go back and look for it, but I remember reading her comments on this. In a comment on this video, a YouTuber named Steve's Random Adventure 9066 commented, let me just read it from the actual screenshot that they have literally in these documents. So basically, you want everyone to believe you, even though you have zero proof and you're claiming this girl doesn't even exist, yet you're on here saying that you're not going to believe anybody else because they don't have proof. Streaming revenue must be going down. No, it's actually at an all-time high, and I'm making an insane amount of money, which is why I'm flopping my man part on the table and trying to fight corruption because I'm a good guy and I'm rich. Fighting evil that is rich because that's what I do. But it's not. Plaintiffs incorporate all above paragraphs. In addition to the statements described above, plaintiffs submit a video montage, oh boy, of various defamatory statements made by Upchurch in his video broadcast. Upchurch published several statements of and concerning both David Robertson and Daniel Rodni through the broadcasting of his YouTube videos relating to the Kiely Rodni case. Upchurch's false claims that Kiely Rodni was not real, David Robertson was not real, and Daniel Rodni were not real defamed plaintiffs. Upchurch's false claims that Kiely Rodni was a bullshit person and that her disappearance was a scam to raise money on GoFundMe defamed plaintiffs. Upchurch's false claims that plaintiffs were in fact relatives of a person named Callie Ross, implying that plaintiffs were actors pretending to be someone other than they in fact were, defamed plaintiffs. Upchurch's false claims that plaintiffs were involved in a scheme to catfish fake a death defamed plaintiffs. As a result of all these statements, plaintiffs suffered reputational injury, financial losses, and emotional distress. Upchurch made each of the above statements only after authorities had publicly identified Kiely Rodni and confirmed her identity. Upchurch made each of the above statements only after Kiely Rodni's family had released a written statement confirming her death. Upchurch thus made his false and defamatory publications with reckless disregard for the falsity of the statement. At a minimum, Upchurch acted with negligence in failing to ascertain the truth of the false statements he published to his 3 million YouTube subscribers. For the same reason that Upchurch may be held liable for defamation, he may be held liable for false light invasion of privacy. Upchurch's false statements concerning the plaintiffs placed them in a false light which would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. It would be highly offensive to a reasonable person to be falsely accused of participating in a scam to profit from GoFundMe. It would be highly offensive to a reasonable person to be falsely accused of having misrepresented themselves and their identities, lying about who they are and who their loved ones are. It would be highly offensive to a reasonable person to be accused of being fake and not real while grieving the tragic death of a loved one, whom Upchurch also referred to as a bullshit person, fake and not real. And let me also remind you guys, okay, while he was running around screaming at the top of his lungs about how fake Kiely Rodni was, he was also attempting to try to reach out to Adventures with Purpose to accept the $100,000 reward money that he put up. So while he was telling everyone Kiely was not real, he was trying to pay the people that faked finding a body, because that's what that intention would mean, right? If you're claiming the person isn't real and you're wanting to pay the team that found the body that wasn't real, does that not make you sound crazy as hell? I mean, to me, it does. It would be highly offensive to a reasonable person to be called fake and not real in the days after their daughter/granddaughter suffered a tragic fatal accident. Upchurch acted with reckless disregard of the truth of these statements, as described above. In fact, Upchurch himself appeared to understand the statements were false, as he had previously expressed condolences to Kiely's mom in a video published August 22nd, before later declaring Kiely's mom is not real in a video published September 3rd. I wonder if they looked through Zav Girl's videos, because he went on there both saying that Kiely wasn't real and then apologizing for that statement and then said it again. So I wonder if they went through those too. I'm sure they did. As described above, Upchurch's conduct in uploading his defamatory videos was intentional, and he acted with reckless disregard for the falsity of his defamatory statements. Upchurch chose to target members of a grieving family who only days earlier had learned the tragic news that their 16-year-old daughter and granddaughter had died in a fatal accident. In espousing his false claims, Upchurch capitalized on the media attention the Kiely Rodni disappearance had attracted to promote his own music and capture streaming revenue from YouTube views. In fact, Upchurch only bragged in the comments to one of these videos about making money from the Kiely Rodni case, stating, "I'm making an insane amount of money." Well, I mean, he did. That's what's up here, right? Right here. About how the guy said that your streaming revenue must be down. And he goes, "No, I'm making an insane amount of money." Yeah. Because for all those hundreds of thousands of views, YouTube is paying him to say all of these horrible things about Kiely. Yeah. Upchurch directed his loyal band followers, the Creek Squad, to search for Kiely Rodni's car. Then he uploaded a video claiming to have discovered the car at the home of Daniel Rodni. As a result of these actions, Daniel Rodni was subjected to an invasion of his privacy and personal security. Upchurch's conduct in belittling a grieving family, accusing them of essentially being actors, faking their loved one's death to profit from a scam, to profit from GoFundMe, was outrageous conduct that no civilized society should tolerate. tolerate. As a result of Upchurch's videos and statements, plaintiffs have suffered serious mental injury, each seeking therapy for psychological injuries specifically attributable, as documented in the medical records, to the conduct of Ryan Upchurch. So there is literally things in these people's HIPAA protected medical files that talk about what Ryan Upchurch did to them and how it affected them. Damn. For the reasons stated above, Upchurch may be held liable for negligent infliction of emotional distress. As a result of Upchurch's video publications and false statements, plaintiffs suffered serious mental injury as described above. Plaintiffs specifically aver that the law of California with respect to the issue of remedies and damages should apply to this action. As plaintiffs reside in California, all injuries complained occurred in California, and all treatment for such injuries occurred in California. The parties have no relationship with each other except through the transmission of Upchurch's YouTube videos, which plaintiffs were made aware of and viewed in California. California thus has the most significant relationship to the parties and occurrence at issue, and California's law of damages should apply. So this was filed in Tennessee because that's where Ryan lives, but this document is asking for all of California's laws to be taken into consideration or to apply for all of this, since that's where the family lives. Plaintiffs pray for a recovery of all compensatory damages available under the law, including damages to their reputation, financial losses, emotional distress, and punitive damages based on Upchurch's outrageous, intentional, reckless, and conscious, shocking, tortious actions. Plaintiffs pray for a jury to try this action. And that looks to be the last page. Well, that was a lot, but that was actually a pretty good summary of everything that happened, at least in this situation. It doesn't obviously give us any insight to the truth about what happened to Kiely. But like I also mentioned, this has been something that we have been kind of waiting for because we were told that there was a letter of intent sent. It was just a matter of time. But yeah, that's it. See y'all.